But by the way, my mic setup, it's starting to fail, not because the stand is failing, but this is like a plastic fold-up desk or whatever, and it's...
Bending the desk?
It's bending the desk,
That's hilarious.
We were so close to having a good solution, except it's the desk that's failing here. Howdy, it's Thursday, April 13th, 2023, and this is episode 199 of Due for a Win, the Atlantic City Casino Bid podcast. I'm Kyle Eskin, joined, as always, by Craig Stone. What's good, Craig?
It's the Casino Bid podcast.
Casino Bid. Yeah, man.
Making bids.
Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, which casinos are we going to buy next?
We were talking about bids on houses just a minute ago. What is good? We're going to Vegas in like 4 days, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 6 days.
It's very soon.
It is extremely soon.
Not only that, but we are surely going to record episode 200 before that, right?
Yeah, how could we not?
Could post it.
So what I was saying to some friends of ours is previous Vegas trips, you know, I've had like weeks to just obsess over what we're going to do and just soak in the daydreams of future Vegasdom. And now it's just like I'm too much of an adult. I've got too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff that has to get done before I go. I've got to edit episode 199 and episode 200. It's just, you know, life getting in the way. And it's really, you know, I haven't had any time to really do the enjoyable pre-trip dreaming.
The marketing department demands that we talk about history before we get to Vegas. So
okay, what's with the history?
Yeah. So in 1899, the Auditorium Pier opened. Sounds very exciting. Which became the Steeplechase Pier less than 10 years later. And the Steeplechase Pier lasted for decades before being mostly destroyed by a hurricane in 1962. Currently, in the location that the Auditorium Pier is the Landshark Bar and Grill, Due for a Win favorite, of course.
Legendary.
Actually, you said it was totally fine when you went, so it was just when I went that I declared it was like the worst meal I've ever had in my life.
The food is not great. I mean, it's snack stand food. It's glorified snack stand food.
I had fish tacos that were like openly bad, and I don't think I've ever had bad fish tacos before.
No,
in
mine was not openly bad. It was just like if you got this food at a baseball game, you would be like, yeah, that's baseball game food. You wouldn't be like, wow, this is really good food for a baseball game. Which should really be the bar, I feel, of an actual restaurant. So 1999, we've already talked about the aquarium opening and Trump World's Fair closing, but I think even more important than either of those, the two things, is that 33-year-old Ruben Sierra played a full season for the Atlantic City Surf in 1999. He had already played like 12 years in the majors. He went on to play parts of 7 more seasons in the majors after that, including 2 sort of prominent years with the Yankees very late in his career. What do you think about Ruben Sierra?
I like Ruben Sierra.
I wasn't going to put this in, except I figured if anyone would appreciate just random major leaguer playing for the Surf, it was you.
Yeah. No.
History of just texting each other random Orioles names 100%. From the 1990s.
He's no Pete Incaviglia or whatever.
Bob Malecki.
Fernando Valenzuela, but
yeah.
What can you do?
So I also found from 1999 a YouTube video from user Don Staley. It's 3 minutes long. It's all still photos. What did you think? There was an orchestral sort of background music.
It was, you know, a very 1990s slideshow of someone's vacation.
I like that in the middle of it, they were like, and then we went to Philadelphia for the day.
That was like the beginning of it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Was Philadelphia. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know you love it, but wasn't my favorite.
Not a lot was changed. I was surprised by that. Like, the Shift Central Pier looks exactly the same, which that should really surprise no one.
Wild Wild West looked incredible in it, though.
It did. Let's see. Trump Taj Mahal, I do not remember being that colorful, I have to say. I think they had toned it down quite a bit by the time I started going. I really appreciated the Elvis stained glass at the Hard Rock Cafe at the Trump Taj, because by the time I started going, they had put, like, a sticker advertising, like, the signature hamburger at Hard Rock Cafe over it. I don't know if the glass was broken and they were just covering it up or what, but definitely not as cool as Elvis stained glass. I also had to laugh at both the All-Star Cafe at the Taj with a prominent picture of Tiger Woods and the Planet Hollywood restaurant at Caesars.
I did see that, yes.
It was good. And I think this is the first time I ever saw a picture of inside the lighthouse, which you'd think that I would have Google image searched lighthouse.
Right. Still hard to believe that you have not done the lighthouse.
It is surprising.
Yeah.
So that gets the history out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's talk Vegas, which is going to be the theme of episodes 199, 200, 201, 202, 203.
Indeed.
Where are we actually staying? Because I hadn't had a hotel booked by the time we...
Well, so before we get to that, I think I do have an update. I don't know if we've talked about it yet, and you can cut me off if we did. But yeah, I am taking a red-eye home on Frontier on Saturday night, so I'm leaving like 8 hours earlier than I thought I was going to be leaving, but it is one, like $400 cheaper than Sunday flights, and two, saves me a pretty expensive hotel night, so it's going to end up saving me probably almost $1,000 to do that. So
yeah, for like two less usable awake hours in Vegas.
I actually don't even know if that's true. It might be literally 0 less usable awake hours in Vegas, honestly.
So that's your flight situation. What about hotels? You're still at Vdara the whole time?
So I'm at Vdara the entire time now and have canceled my Crockford's room. So, because that was where I was going to be staying on Saturday night.
I'm still at Vdara Wednesday, Thursday. I need to cancel and rebook to save $11 a night. And I went with Win. I went with Win Slots. So I had to make a bunch of transactions on Win Slots to get the optimal amount of crowns to be VIP status 3, to be able to redeem my 2 free nights at the Win, Friday and Saturday nights at the Win. My Chase card, after 2 transactions, was like, this is fraudulent, and I had to switch to a different card. Even when I replied saying, no, I'm charging this money to Win Slots, which I never do. I never buy anything in-app, and I know it looks really suspicious. They were still like, no, declined. You can't do this anymore. But I did punch it through, and I have 2 nights at Win, and I'm excited about it.
Did that cost you like $200, you said, to get to whatever VIP level that you needed?
It was $180 or something like that to get to the VIP level, and then...
It's not bad.
And then $45 a night in...
Resort fees.
So I think it ended up being like $278 total.
That's pretty fantastic for Friday and Saturday night.
For Friday and Saturday night
at Win. Yeah.
And we're already going to be at Win on Friday night because we're going to John Mulaney's stand-up show. I mean, we meaning...
we mean not me. Right.
So that's good. We're going to Penn and Teller Thursday
night.
So
is it only me and Taylor not going to that?
And Chris, because he's leaving that night.
And so me and Taylor are the only 2 people who are going to be
hanging out. Well, Chris's flight is extremely late.
Right. Yeah.
So you may have some time with him. So that's shows and hotels. 2 quick questions.
Mm-hmm.
What are places in Vegas that you're really looking forward to gambling? Because I feel like we have very different answers about this.
I haven't really thought about it at all. I'll probably do the most gambling anywhere, maybe at Aria, because I'm basically staying there, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if I spent a bunch of time at Park MGM instead or whatever, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we have a few people at Park MGM. One person's at Cosmo. One person is at Resorts World.
I am looking forward to seeing Resorts World for sure. I think that's going to be cool.
I definitely want to spend some time at Resorts World and check it out. It looks like it has a ton of good restaurants and stuff. I don't know if we'll end up eating at any of them, but... So just a general question. I know you've been traveling and haven't had a whole lot of time to think about it.
Uh-huh.
When you picture Vegas for the first time in 10 years...
Yeah.
What is the thing that you picture like, I'm going to be standing in this spot or doing X, Y, Z?
You mean other than at the Chipotle right next to Harris?
Correct.
I don't know then.
Fat Burger, which is closed.
Yeah, the closed Fat Burger.
Terrible.
I don't know. I think it'll just be good to be with the group of guys. I hope we do some, whatever. I don't know if it's going to be like, open face Chinese poker or whatever like last time, but silly stuff like that or whatever, drinking in the rooms and...
Drinking in the rooms?
Yeah.
I can't waste any of my alcohol intake on the rooms.
Oh, really?
I mean, apparently my drink tolerance is about 3 drinks in a day, and then I'm mercilessly hungover, which is terrible. Although I found that in Vegas, something about the adrenaline of Vegas helps you a little bit.
Yeah,
but not.
I still can't believe how good I felt the next day at Golden Nugget last time. But
yeah, that's crazy.
It's hard to believe.
You were very drunk.
Yeah,
and I felt terrible the next day.
I was just wasted.
The thing that I was thinking about, I mean, I just picture myself wandering through random casinos for the most part. But the thing that randomly hit me the other day was all the Vegas casinos smell so good. And I can't wait. It's going to be great.
That's pretty strange, but sure.
Yeah. Just because they're just walking around the casinos. They look awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to New York, New York. I'm going to get my Hershey Kisses signature martini. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Spend all my time in New York, New York to make sure I never see
you. Do you have your plan set up for how you're going to redeem your premium MGM comps or whatever, your 3 comps that you can redeem?
So I've already bought 2 of them. One is $100 free play at Aria.
Okay, that's
which
good.
You have to be staying at Aria or Vdara for 2 nights to get.
Mm-hmm. Good.
One is $25 free play at Park MGM, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I might just do another $25 free play at like Bellagio or something.
There's no good, like, $100 at a bar or whatever you did last time, $50 at a bar.
No, not really. There's like, you can get an all-day pass for the roller coaster at New York, New York.
Yeah, it sounds
why
terrible.
would I do that?
No, it's...
There's one cocktail at the Aria lobby bar.
that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah, like most of the
premium
rewards,
I'm sure you're good to have a cocktail at the Aria lobby bar, but...
Most of the premium rewards are actually like not great, other than the free play and the comped rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like there's not really that much value. Mm-hmm. And then there's a bunch of non-premium rewards that are decent. Like, 2-for-1 cocktail at so-and-so, or like get $20 off a $40 bill at Public House at Luxor.
What was the situation if you tried to get a comped room at Aria or whatever?
I could have done that. I could have paid for a night and gotten a comped room one night, but then I couldn't have gotten the $100 free play.
I see.
And the Vdara rooms seem nicer than the Aria rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is like the cost of the room with cash under $100 or whatever? Or
at Vdara?
Yeah.
No, it's a little more than that. It's like right now I have it for $112, and Aria was like $137 or something. I don't know.
Did prices go down?
They did slightly.
I should look again, and maybe I can rebook into a cheaper room type or whatever. Although last time I heard the prices went down, I checked, and they did not go down.
They went down from like 2 weeks ago, but I do not think they're down from when you actually booked.
From when I booked in February or whatever.
Yep.
I see.
So is that enough Vegas talk until we're actually in Vegas?
Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Other than me, just don't mind me logging in right now to...
This is terrible.
Indeed.
What an absolute assault on our poor, poor listeners.
It should be better now because the mic's a bit farther away from my keyboard. But.
So while you do that, let me talk about Dave & Buster's.
Mm-hmm.
A place that I like a lot, you'll be surprised to know. Opening in the Tanger Outlets, a.k.a. The Walk, on October 16th. This is an interesting one to me. It's the former 4040 Club space, which I don't even remember there being a 4040 Club. I can't find the exact location of where that was.
I have no recollection of that.
But my question for you is, how is this Dave & Buster's in the Outlets going to do?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like a great fit right now. It's possible that but even if the Showboat water park opens up, there is literally an arcade in the Showboat. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to do fantastic, but I think it'll do all right. I guess Dave & Buster's is a bit different from most normal arcades in that it's not necessarily geared towards children as much as kind of your average mall arcade that we grew up with.
What I don't really understand is, like, people who are going to casinos, like, why would they go to Dave & Buster's? But I was making that argument in my head, and then also I can't rectify that with, like, I love Lucky Snake. So how can you say one thing and feel the other? But I feel like having to go out to the outlets to go there, I feel like they need locals to go, is what I come up with.
I mean, Dave & Buster's, I think, is fairly popular in most places. I'm sure it'll do fine. I don't think it's going to do fantastic or anything, though.
Is it bad for Lucky Snake?
At the margin, maybe, but... The thing that matters for Lucky Snake is if this water park opens or whatever, because I don't think they're doing very well now, honestly. But you go more than me, so maybe every time you go, it's just packed.
It is. No, sometimes. If you go midweek, obviously, during the day, it's not crowded.
I've certainly, every time I feel like I've been, it's been pretty empty.
No, I've been a couple of times where it's had a pretty good crowd. Would you ever go to this Dave & Buster's?
I doubt it, because I've been to many Dave & Buster's, and I don't know why I would do that on my vacation to Atlantic City, but...
Yeah, that's the big thing for me.
I mean, if there was some reason that someone really wanted to go or whatever, or there was a group there, like, sure, but it's not something I would ever push for, certainly.
Yeah. And I like Dave & Buster's, but I just can't imagine going to one in Atlantic City when there's, like, one in Manhattan that I can just take the path and go to, and I never do that, so why would I go to the one in Atlantic City? But it's interesting, it was very surprising when this came out. I did not see that coming at all.
No.
So, one thing opening, one thing closing, because that's how things have to be. Martorano's at Harrah's is out. Supposedly, I mean, I can't find anything official saying this. The Everything AC Casinos Facebook group had multiple people saying Monday, April 17th, will be their last day. The closest thing I could find to official was a post on Facebook by DJ Jason E. saying, I quote, "I've been told that Martirano's Atlantic City will be shutting its doors forever at Harrah's Resort AC. This Saturday, 4/15/23, will be my final night ever DJing there. And if you can't trust the DJ, who can you trust?" What are your thoughts on Martirano's?
Never went.
Never went.
I mean, I know it was kind of like a dance club, certainly when we walked by or whatever before, but...
Yeah, like late at night, they had the DJs and stuff. I always thought the food looked pretty good. I think it was very expensive. Mm-hmm. It opened in 2014, so it had a decent run.
Yeah.
The big complaint that everyone has about Martirano's is the little note on the bottom of the menu that's like, "Hey, no busting my balls, no substitutions, blah, blah, blah," which is pretty annoying.
If you're going to do an expensive restaurant, yeah, that's...
Food allergies or anything like that. It's like, well, guess I can't go to Martirano's then. There's no word about what is replacing it. The speculation in the Facebook group, the Everything AC Casinos Facebook group, was maybe some sort of generic Caesars-owned Italian place, which would not be surprising.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's what they've been doing with all of their restaurants for years, so...
Yeah, either some sort of Gordon Ramsay thing, or generic. That's pretty much the options if you were at a Caesars.
Okay. Guy Fieri
That's
responds to your comments.
That's true. But I don't think...
Or what's his name in Harrah's? Bobby Flay.
Despite the last name, I don't think Guy Fieri has an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
But what better time to start than now?
Yeah.
I think they should do that.
All right.
What's next?
Profit data.
That's a thing that came out.
Yeah, profit data came out. I spent the last hour frantically trying to update our spreadsheet to put it in, and I've done a pretty mediocre job of it, as always, I have to say. So basically for the city, the gross operating profit for 2022 was $731.2 million, down just about 5% from 2021. Hard Rock and Ocean are the only two casinos whose profits went up from 2021. Hard Rock was up 20%. Ocean was up 5.5%. I don't think there's anything too surprising here. I've looked through the numbers some. I mean, the things that stand out are Caesars is not really doing that great. The Caesars properties, to the surprise of basically no one. I thought that Golden Nuggets number looked frankly terrible in terms of the money they're making now.
Hey, it was only 1%, less than 1%, less than 2021.
Is that true, though? Because I think this probably, what you looked at was only looking at Golden Nugget. So Golden Nugget, they don't have a separate online anymore.
Oh, you're right.
It got merged into Golden Nugget in May. Yeah, I show them as being down like 50%. Pretty much.
Crazy.
I mean, the Golden Nugget numbers were horrific.
Interesting.
Bally's, I thought, looked pretty good.
Well, they had an operating loss, but...
No. But it looks like things are on the upswing at Bally's. I'll put it that way. Yeah. Some are flat. I thought resorts seemed all right. Nothing really stood out to me too much other than Golden Nuggets numbers were just bad. They were real bad. Yeah, beyond that, I don't know. I don't have too much. I mean, like some things like Borgata's numbers aren't great according to what you have, but they had like an out of control G&A line or whatever in 2022 that I don't know why that went up so much or whatever, or what they were spending. It's like general administrative. It's like back office staff and some other random assorted stuff. So I don't know what they were doing, but I'm not too worried about it.
Because the revenue was way up.
Yeah.
From 2021, in 2022 from 2021. Like the revenue was 759.
Everything was way up.
625. But then, that G&A number went up over $100 million. So
it was crazy. So, and I don't know what they could have done to do that unless...
Yeah, which seems very odd. But also, like, being down 19.4%, they still made $140.2 million profit. They made a ton of revenue. So assuming I think
Borgata's numbers to me look fine. I mean, they look good. So, assuming that G&A number, it shouldn't stick there. That must have been some sort of one-time charge or some sort of, I don't know, capital improvement that for some reason wasn't folded into one of the other categories or something.
Yeah.
What thoughts do you have?
Well, I'll just parrot some of what Wayne Perry of AP noted, which is that Hard Rock, Ocean, Resorts, and Tropicana all beat their profits from 2019, which he was using as a comparison because that was the last full year of casinos being open before the pandemic. So 4 of 9 being up seems okay, I guess. And then I was looking at the occupancy rates. I don't know if you bothered with that at all. AC-wide, it was 73.4%, up 6% from 2021. Hard Rock just blowing everybody else away at 88.6%.
Yeah, I have to say that I didn't look at occupancy rate, but I noticed that for everyone, their revenues based on the hotel was way up. So yeah, it looks like it was a very good year for the hotels in terms of people staying in the rooms, and for most of them, food and beverage was up too. So
yeah, so the average price per night was another thing that came out of this. Ocean with the highest at $265.75, which seems like a ton. And resorts, the lowest at $126.34, which I'm surprised Golden Nugget is not lower than resorts.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
But interesting. I don't know how much you can really tell about how a property's doing from those numbers, but just interesting how much more Ocean gets per room per night than resorts. Any last thoughts on profits and all this stuff?
No, like I said, I don't think anything like really stood out to me too much, other than I thought Golden Nugget's number was awful. So I think it's bad. It's been something that for years we've kind of like blown off Golden Nugget and said like, yes, their numbers like have never been great in some way, but they're just raking it in online or whatever. It doesn't seem like that's happening anymore. So I think if there's like any sort of economic problems coming up, which, you know, there has been talk that there may or may not be a recession, Golden Nugget I think is on like pretty shaky ground, honestly. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we always sort of have the disclaimer here that we prefer revenue over profit because there's so many costs that are within the casino's control.
Golden Nugget's not doing well on any metric. So
yeah, no, that was just a general note about this whole conversation. But yeah, Golden Nugget's numbers are not great in terms of revenue or in terms of profit. So this is episode 199.
Yep.
The next episode is 200.
Uh-huh.
What are the plans for a 200th episode extravaganza?
I don't know. You're the one who's thought about it more. I've gone through. I've pulled out all of our bets and stuff we talked about in episode 100. We can go back through that. But I don't know. What do you have in mind?
Recording live in Vegas in front of a studio audience. At the biggest theater in Vegas. Probably, I don't know what that would be. We'll just throw out this
MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Yeah, Garden Arena. Sure.
T-Mobile Arena or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, T-Mobile Arena is probably the way to go. So get your tickets now. It's $125 a head. And you get a free t-shirt with it. So
good.
We talked about doing episode 200 t-shirts. Nothing ever came of it.
Nah, nothing came of it.
My brother did email a question. I don't know if I sent you that question.
No, I didn't see it. What? Go ahead.
Question for the podcast. He says, do you think Sony sat around for 2 years saying, hey, somebody buy these last 4 PlayStations before they finally started working on the PlayStation 2?
Probably.
I think so too. That actually sounds more like something Nintendo would do.
Yeah.
Like, somebody buy these Wii U's before the Switch comes out.
Those Wii U's are still sitting in a warehouse, I think. I know you had a Wii U, one of the, 6 people.
Yeah. I was sad. I unplugged it to pack it up because we had to make it look like we don't live here to sell the apartment.
Uh-huh.
And I was really sad when I packed up the Wii U. I did buy something on it right before I packed it up. I bought Wind Waker HD, Legend of Zelda, which I'll now never plug in the Wii U again to actually play. But I got it in just before the Wii eShop closed, the Wii U eShop.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to end every episode with video game talk. We did it last episode.
Yeah.
I didn't cut all of it out like I said I was going to. Any other thoughts? The shortest episode we've ever done in our entire lives is 24 minutes.
Yeah, that would be good. I don't know. I mean, do you have any other thoughts on episode 200? I don't think you really answered the question.
No, I haven't actually thought about it that much is the problem. And I really was like, we should do something more than just talk about all these bets like we did last time. I mean, I remember You Can Bet on That did a whole skit for their 200th episode. I don't have that kind of either creativity or time to put in the effort to come up with whatever that would be.
And let me tell you, I don't have the charisma to pull that sort of thing off, so.
I don't know. We could just do a Vegas recap. Call it episode 200.
I'm fine with that. I think if we do our Vegas recap as episode 200 and then do kind of the extravaganza in episode 201, that's totally fine. But I leave it up to you. You're the ones that seems to have more strong feelings about this.
Okay.
Or we can just record in 2 days or whatever, episode 200, and get them both up before we leave. And then the Vegas recap can be 201.
Just episode 2 days apart.
Yeah.
Or record it and just have it sitting there until after we get back from Vegas.
Or record it and just, schedule it to go up midweek or something.
While we're in Vegas?
Yeah, while we're in Vegas.
And just be getting all our kudos, like my Twitter just blowing up.
Yeah.
Somebody said they're going to come try to find us in Vegas.
Ooh.
So that happened.
Nice.
It's a big deal. My one other Vegas comment Watched all of Matt Bridger's most recent trip to Vegas videos. He ended up at Sam's Town. And I don't know if you've ever seen pictures of Sam's Town.
I have not.
It's huge. It has a whole atrium that looks like a really nice version of Wild Wild West in Atlantic City.
Okay.
Just totally inside looks like outside. Fountains, fake rocks everywhere, facades, like Western sort of facades. Fountain show. I was like, this is amazing. I have to go there. This is so incredible. And then Matt Bridger stays there. He had a room booked there. He had like 4 nights at Plaza, but one of the nights he booked at Sam's Town. It got to like 11 or something, or like midnight, and he's at Sam's Town, and he's like, this is too dead. I'm going and staying at Plaza. I'm not even staying here. I was like, maybe I don't need to go to Sam's Town. So, that was good. Very, very good review from Matt Bridger.
I've been to, I don't even remember what it's called. What's the most random casino I've been to in Vegas? I've been to the Wildfire Casino, I think. I don't know if that is even a thing that exists, or if there was ever a casino called Wildfire.
I do feel like I should go someplace just really stupid. I mean, like, Oyo obviously would be up there, but, like, there's so many weird, random off-strip places that we never even go to. I mean, I do want to go downtown. I have to see Circa, so I'll put that out there. Oh, so I got a My Vegas bonus. I have to drag this episode out as long as possible. My last comment. I got a My Vegas thing, My Konami Rewards, which doesn't require you to even stay at the hotel to get $25 free play. It says in the fine print after you get the reward, it's only usable at one bank of Konami slot machines.
What?
Which seems very weird. And I actually wonder if in practice it's just free play on your card and you can use it anywhere. But it seems very odd that they're like, you got to use this bank of like 5 Konami machines. I mean, if they have all aboard, fine, I'll play it on all aboard. But it seems very weird to me. And that's the last thing I'll say before we go to Vegas. It's the last podcast comment I have before Vegas.
Yeah, perfect. I'm excited for it. Should be good.
Did everybody buy a shirt?
I hear we can't make new shirts until the last 4 shirts are sold.
That's true. No, I won't do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys very much for listening. If you want to reach out to us or any of our other listeners, you can join our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/DoForAWin. Find all of our great content and buy the shirts at DoForWin.com. Reach out to Craig on Twitter at DoForWin or me at Kyle Askin, and send Craig questions to DoForWin@gmail.com, and we may even answer them on air.
We're basically like holding the new shirts hostage at this point.
I mean, even if we sold them all, I don't think the new shirts would be that soon afterwards, so we'll see.
Yeah. You're underestimating how lazy we are, Paul. Jeez, come on now.
Any last thoughts? This may or may not be our final episode before Vegas.
No,
Who knows?
My last thoughts were about how lazy we are.
Yeah.
I'm done now.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much, and we'll talk to you all in, I don't know, some unknown amount of time.
Could be 2 days, could be 2 weeks, could be 2 months.
Yeah.
We don't know. Chase just emailed me that my credit score has gone down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what could possibly be causing that.
Yeah, I don't know why you would have like 600 hard pulls or whatever on your credit.
Right. Could be anything. I didn't just wire thousands of dollars for closing to some title agency.
Wired it straight to some Nigerian prince.
Yeah. He said he needed help.
He said that he would get paid back 100 times. What could I do?
Yeah.
Had to do it.
Had to.
Unbeknownst to me, I am actually a direct descendant to some Nigerian king or whatever.
Yes. I can tell by looking at you.